butt out, arms down, swing around and move forward. It even applies in a chip shot. Hi, I'm Mark Panagoni, PGA professional, Eagle Ridge Golf Academy in Summerfield, Florida, and continuing the series of the 12-word sentence. Well, if you're hitting a chip shot, it still applies. I chip with a pitching wedge, which is one of the shortest clubs in the bag, and I even grip down a little bit low on it sometimes. So therefore, I've got a very short club in my hands. So I want to go butt out and arms down. Well, if I do that, and I don't reach my arms, but I go straight down with my arms, well then I'm going to be very close to the ball. Well, that actually helps when I'm very close to the green. I don't need to reach for the ball. I don't want to try to create a big arc. I want to make a very small swing. And the closer I am to the ball, the easier it is to hit it solidly anyway. So when I set up for a chip, my eyes are almost directly over the ball, just like when I putt, because I've shortened my wedge up to be about the same length as my putter. So therefore, butt out and arms down apply again. And I keep a narrow stance. And so I got my butt out and my arms down. And what I do is I move forward before I make my swing. So it's butt out, arms down. Then I move forward and I swing around. Now when you chip, you're not really going to swing around your entire body because you don't need to make that big of a swing. However, the swing that you make still needs to be on a bit of an arc. It's just the part of the circle that goes around your body that's right here by the ball. You don't want to try to go straight back and forth on a chip. In fact, I don't think you should ever go straight back and straight through on any shot, even a putt. It should be an arc. It's just more natural. You stay in the center as the axis, your club travels around you, and if it doesn't go all the way around because you're chipping, well, that's fine. It still goes on that part of the arc that you're going to need to hit a chip shot. All right, so as long as I set up with my weight forward and my hands forward, and then my handle is ahead of the club head, and when I hit the shot, I want to hit it on the way down slightly. Well, as long as my handle is ahead of the club head, the club's on the way down. Only when the club head reaches the same as my hands or ahead of my hands is the club on the way up. So I set up with my hands ahead, my weight ahead. I swing it around in a small circle, but only the part of the circle that I need to hit the ball, so it's an arc, and then I hit the shot. And I don't use my wrist. I don't want the club head to ever catch up with my hands, so I just don't use my wrist, and I use my arms and my chest to hit the shot. If I don't use my arms and my chest, then I'm going to need to use my wrist, and then I might do that. Because once my wrists get involved, the length of my arms and clubs shortens and I might not reach the ball, or I might just top it, which is another thing I don't want to do. I like to hit it with the club face. In order for the club face to reach the ball, I've got to have length with my arms and my club. Everything needs to stay long. My arms need to stay straight and no wrists. So again, it's butt out and arms down, move forward, swing around, keep my arms straight and my wrists straight, keep them long, use my chest and arms to swing the club. The key to that is that you're going to hit the ball solidly in the middle of the club face. As long as your weight's forward, you'll hit the ball on the way down, and as long as you don't use your wrist. Because if you use your wrist, you can actually hit the ground behind the ball. So you use your arms and your chest, you keep your weight ahead of the ball, you'll always strike the ball on the downward blow, which allows the club face to hit the ball, and you'll make solid contact. As long as you're making solid contact every time, you can control your distance. If you're topping it and hitting it fat, there's going to be a lot of variety in your shots, and variety is not good on the golf course. You want to know what you're going to hit. You want to be in control of it, and you want to be consistent so that you can regulate your distance control. Give that a shot. See how it works for you. Remember, it's still butt out, arms down, swing around, and move forward. And grip in your fingers is just as well on a chip shot. Less important though, because you're not going to use your wrist. Butt out, arms down, swing around, move forward. Work on that, and you will improve your contact and therefore your short game.